on the offer. So some landlords may approve the offer, some landlords may deny the offer. It's based off of the landlord's discretion. But I always tell my clients, listen, when we're going and looking at properties, let's choose about 2 to 3 that you like. In case your offer gets denied, then we have a backup plan. I usually try my best to make sure I qualify you and pre-screen you, so we don't have to worry about the offers getting denied. But some landlords just want what they want, and I have no control over that. So basically, if the offer gets accepted, the landlord will basically sign on the contract to lease. The landlord's agent, which is a listing agent, will prepare the actual lease agreement. After the landlord's agent, listing agent prepares the lease agreement, then we have an executed contract to lease, meaning the offer got accepted. And after the listing agent prepares the lease agreement, you assign the listing agreement. If you look at the terms, you cannot back out of a lease. Listen again, you cannot back out of a lease only on specific terms. The terms where you back out of a lease agreement is if you don't get approval by the HOA. So before the commencement of the lease, like say if the lease starts on April 1st and the HOA doesn't approve you by April 1st, you have the right to get out of the lease agreement and then get your deposit back. If you get denied by the HOA, then of course you can get your deposit back and you would have to move forward. That hasn't happened in either one of my previous clients, but it could happen. So this is why it's important for you to have the credit score requirement, because most associations are the ones that require the credit score requirement. So usually they require 650 plus credit score, and they're probably going to run them their own. So it's best to be honest and upfront with me, because the association can basically deny if you don't have the credit requirement. So basically, if you get approved by the landlord and you get approved by the HOA, keep in mind the HOA can take up to 30 days to approve you. This is why I tell you all it's best to start as early as possible. If you contact me in the middle of April and you want to get into the home by May 1st, that may not be possible, because the HOA can take up to 30 days to approve or deny. I know it sounds crazy, but this is just situations that I've been faced with in the past that created an issue. This is why I tell you, let's like, if you get everything to me in time, if I have everything up front, it'll be so much easier, because I like to just have all the documents ready to submit to the landlord. If the offer gets denied, we can go ahead and look at another property. I always suggest that you have a backup plan just in case. If you're interested in some apartment complexes, I would suggest you do that before starting the process. If you have anything, just it's important for you to communicate to me throughout this process, because it can be a stressful process if your offer isn't getting denied. I don't really think the offers will get denied, especially if you have the credit score requirement. So basically, if everything gets approved, we'll schedule a date to do the final walkthrough, which is usually the day that you move in. So if your move-in date is May 1st, schedule that final walkthrough May 1st, and this is basically to make sure everything in the home is working, like the appliances, the light fixtures, make sure everything is in a working condition, so that you can now occupy the property in peace, knowing that you love this property and you put the offer in and you've got accepted. So I like to just explain this to my clients, because it can be very, very confusing, because they think that, oh, it's like an apartment complex, you go and you basically apply and then you get it. It's not like that in this situation. It's similar to buying a house where you have to put offers in and some may get denied. It's similar to that process. So I like to be upfront with my clients. I hope that you got a lot out of this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here to help you, and it's my job to go above and beyond. But I like to just explain everything to you up front. So please watch the video in full if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Bye.